I never shirked my responsibilities ever in this family. I was there, I was always there, and I gave 110% every time. I felt like I wasn't getting that from the rest of my family. I got 3 ex-wives who are going, Kody changed, Kody changed, Kody changed. All right, I guess we all went through menopause together, because there is such thing as menopause, and my testosterone probably fell to the floor, and I just didn't want to do the hard work anymore.
Hey besties. Kody and Robyn closed on Coyote Pass. Kody and Robyn then hosted a party at their house where Kody fake cried about his relationships with his kids, and Robyn convinced Kody that it was all the ex-wife's fault for putting ideas in the minds of their adult kids. Yes. And that's why these kids don't like Kody or Robyn. Yep. Kody Brown, you know, one of you, somebody in my comments, made this amazingly astute point. You said that on the show, Special Forces, Kody took responsibility and admitted it was his fault that his relationships eroded within his family, and that because he was the head of the family, ultimately the failure lands on him and it's specifically his fault regarding his children. Then you said, but then he went home to Robyn. And what do you want to bet that when he got home to Robyn, Robyn convinced him it wasn't his fault and that it was actually his kids' fault because Robyn has beef with his kids? And I thought, nobody enables Kody and reinforces his delusions, and it's never your fault more than Robyn. This episode was proof positive to me that she's planting some of these weird ideas in his head. Robyn has this strange thing where she tells on herself, right? If you haven't followed Robyn and don't know her, let me reintroduce you. Or if you do know Robyn, you'll be like, this is so Robyn. Robyn tells Kody and the camera with a straight face that adults can influence children and tell stories to turn them against the other parent during a divorce. Robyn should know this because it's exactly what she did to her children with her ex-husband Preston Jessup. Preston Jessup, a man living in Montana, was portrayed as abusive, never paying child support, and unwilling to see his kids. Now she is married to Kody Brown, who doesn't see his kids, wasn't paying child support until a court ordered him to for truly, never paid child support for Christine's kids, never paid child support for Janelle's kids in any capacity, and never provided health insurance for those kids. Meanwhile, Robyn's kids get health insurance through Kody, and her children get support through him. But it's okay for Kody to neglect his children, not pay child support. Yet it wasn't okay for her ex-husband to not see the kids when she actively blocked him. And when Kody and Robyn were planting ideas in the kids' heads that their dad was abusive, there were 0 records to prove it, no court allegations, nothing. The perfect time for Robyn to raise any claims of DV or child abuse would have been in court, and she never did. Not once. She made 0 allegations. There was no court finding, no police reports, nothing. In fact, her ex-husband accused her of manipulation, poisoning the kids against him, and brainwashing them. And now Robyn tells Kody that it's the ex-wives doing this to him, turning the kids against him. It's wild. It's rare to see in real time what triangulating looks like and what Robyn is doing here, but she's triangulated. She is telling Kody that someone is standing in the way of his relationships with his children, that someone is blocking his connections with the kids, and that it's the other women. She says the other women are the perpetrators and that the children are victims of those perpetrators, and that it's Kody's responsibility to save them from the ex-wife's influence because these women are dictating how the children perceive him. The kids are not forming their own opinions, not analyzing their experiences, not thinking independently, they are reacting to how their moms told them to feel. Meanwhile, Robyn is playing with her hair, buying time, slowing things down, and making it seem like it's Kody's idea. This comes after Kody suggests, maybe I need to see a therapist to get tools for conversations with them. Robyn responds, yeah, that would be a great idea, but I think the real problem is your ex-wives influencing the kids. It's their fault. She positions the children as victims of the moms and removes all responsibility from Kody. She enables abusive behavior because she doesn't want Kody to actually take responsibility. Kody will never fix the relationships until he owns his part. This explains why his apologies are performative. It's about saving face, stopping the negative talk, and ending surrounding criticism. It's not about caring. Robyn reinforces this by telling him that the problem isn't his actions, it's the moms turning the kids against him. The narrative Robyn feeds Kody is that it's not his fault. The kids are victims of their moms talking negatively about him, and it's actually polygamy's fault that he doesn't have relationships with his children. It's not his fault that they ignore him, dismissing the fact that it took years for them to reach the point of no contact. No one goes no contact without a reason. It usually happens after years of unresolved issues, parental neglect, failure to take responsibility, or abuse that is so extreme one cannot communicate. The only way to protect one's sanity is to distance oneself from manipulation. McKeely has even stated she needs space from Robyn, unsure if Robyn will manipulate her. To show that Kody parrots Robyn's talking points, consider what he told Fox 5 in New York about the divorces. Now that Kody is back home and has talked with Robyn, he no longer takes responsibility. He claims he only admitted fault because of his military experience and that he just said what people wanted to hear. He insists the kids are victims of the divorce and blames polygamy for the lack of relationships. He downplays his culpability by claiming the show exaggerates everything and people point out each other's flaws, worsening the situation. This proves Robyn's influence. Her words transform Kody's thoughts, as he says, transmutes his thinking. She is a yes person. No narcissist exists without an enabler, someone who allows them to feel justified in their emotions. Kody wants to hear that it's not his fault, that it's theirs, that it's justified to stay angry at the exes. Responsibility is hard, fractures a narcissist's ego, and Robyn ensures he never has to face it. Her manipulation was unseen because we never saw Kody and Robyn alone. Now, as filming continues, we see in real time how she manipulates. Robyn enables Kody again, framing the divorces as dumped on him. The women left him, it's their fault for putting this on him. Kody avoids responsibility and gives up on family. At the start of this video, Kody claimed he went through male menopause and that his testosterone tanked, which supposedly caused him not to care, wild and nonsensical. Testosterone decline is natural with age, but it doesn't explain his lack of involvement. Maybe he couldn't meet sexual needs due to libido changes, maybe not. Kody says, it's not my fault, then wavers, maybe it was my fault, maybe I don't know, maybe I'm sure, I'm not, I don't know. Robyn marvels that the 3 women he neglected, abused, exploited, and financially drained decided to leave him and become independent. It's Kody's fault. It's not Kody's fault they left, it's theirs for leaving, even though they endured abuse for years. Then he quotes a book, possibly Italian, saying a father's pain and what he inflicts on children leaves lasting damage in their hearts. True, but Robyn still finds a way to avoid making him take responsibility. Robyn and Kody have daddy issues. Kody cries about unresolved issues with his dad. Robyn then cries about her dad, saying that seeing his kids reject him reminds her of rejecting her own dad and wanting a relationship with him. But her dad is alive, living in Montana. If she wanted a relationship, she could call him, he would probably answer. You can choose not to have contact with your parents, and that's valid. Boundaries are respected and understood. Kody's kids aren't rejecting him, they were rejected by him. He neglected them. He is not the victim, he suffers consequences of his actions. Robyn continuously enables him, framing the kids as wrong for not wanting to be around him after years of neglect, which is infuriating. Robyn always gives Kody excuses, showing excessive empathy for his wrongdoings, because admitting her own enabling would require accountability. Kody does what he wants, he's a creep, a horrible human being, and Robyn fuels it by feeding him what he wants and providing an out, insisting it's not his fault. I can't imagine being with a man with children from another woman who ignores them, doesn't pay for them, and doesn't care about them. How could he treat my child any differently? His disparagement of exes shows the risk. Robyn's insistence that he's not at fault is ridiculous, likely a justification to stay with him, which may explain her emotional meltdown in the tell-all. Crying about not supporting everything he does. Staying with him requires self-deception, telling lies to justify the relationship. I couldn't be with someone having sex with other women while married, fathering other children, dividing money across them. And when the women leave him, Robyn blames the victims. She is delusional. Christine and Janelle aren't perfect, but they don't dictate how their children feel. The kids make conclusions from their own lived experiences, facing abuse and neglect from Kody. Robyn cannot claim it's not his fault or blame the women. The children have a right to their own feelings. Robyn enables Kody, and the delusions run deep. Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to never miss a video. Thanks for watching. Bye, besties.